year is 2023. We still know what it is to be human.
Yeah, sure.
What the government has to do with aliens and UFOs, which is a whole nother topic. But
This whole dog thing, dude.
the dog thing. Jog my memory. It was a fight. It was a brawl. It was some black people. It was some white people. If you're getting beat up, it's not for you to take all the punches. You know, you got to kind of punch back sometimes.
With large breasts, we could ask them if they have big Tanakas. You know the difference between Jews and Italians? When you're in high school.
I love this.
It's Perfect Strangers. Here we have Red. How we doing, Red? How's the day treating you?
Day's been treating me pretty well, I'd say. You know, I mean, I'm alive. That's always great, you know?
Yeah, that's something to always be thankful about. Same here. You know, live, breathing, kicking. You know, I got nothing to complain about yet.
Yeah, well. You live
Trouble's
in New
always
York,
around the
yeah.
corner. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, no, well, I mean, for starters, I mean, this day has been, oh man, look at that. You feel that breeze.
Nice breeze.
We're Washington Square Park right now. I don't know if you can tell by the arc.
Yeah.
But it's one of those places where it's a delight to be here every time, you know?
Right, exactly. With that breeze always giving us a little bit of that dose of the fountain water, you know.
Yeah,
I can't complain about it, especially with a day like this, the sun out and at its full brightest,
Right.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, today we've been going around recording some stuff. We went to a food fair or whatever.
Right, that was interesting. We tried a couple of stuff out, tried a couple of sauces. It was great, really connecting with the small brands that are trying to push their kind of products out there. And it was a really great experience. I would suggest anyone out there to go ahead and give it a shot. Food is really an experience, right?
Food. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, it's a necessity. So like, you know, it's something we have to experience. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it was just so funny. Can't wait for you guys to see the footage. But I never tried so much spice in my life.
Spicy stuff in it.
Yeah, man, that was. Anyway, no. But on recent news, regarding what we've been going through today, what is it? This whole dog thing, dude.
The dog thing. Jog my memory.
Right, so if you guys don't know what the dog is, right, or like the whole situation that had happened there, basically. There was like this whole fight that happened. It was just like I mean, it really wasn't more of a fight, but it was more of a brawl,
right?
If anything, and it was kind of. I don't want to make it a racial thing, but it was black versus white.
It was kind of leaning towards that,
yeah.
Especially what I'm seeing on the media and everything. You know, that's what we want to push. That's the story we want to believe.
Yeah.
That's the joke we want to tell because you know that's what everyone's relating to. But the reality of it is,
yeah. No, I mean, what do you feel about it, man? I mean,
what I feel about it. From what I'm hearing, what you're talking about, I think at the end of the day, I don't want to say I don't care, but I feel like it's leading more to the inhumane side. You know what I'm saying?
Inhumane.
Like,
inhumane.
What do I mean when I say inhumane? It's like, you know, we understand what it is to be human. I mean, at least at this point in time, the year is 2023. We still know what it is to be human.
Yeah, sure.
And not to talk about stuff that we're learning about what the government has to do with aliens and UFOs, which is a whole nother topic. But right now, 2023, we at least know what it is to be human, right? But when I mean inhumane, I mean like, what is the human thing to do? I mean, at least for me, just speaking from my opinion, it's like, I'm not a big fan of violence. I'm not a big fan on supporting violence at all. It doesn't matter the race, it doesn't matter the ethnicity, where you come from, if you're a boy, girl, I don't care what you are. I'm not a big fan of supporting violence, you know? And you guys know, the viewers know, that with social media, things can spiral out of control.
Right, yeah.
So it's like, if there's a fight online, people are going to share it, post it, they're going to give their 2 cents on it. And it's like, with that type of lifestyle that we're living in today, we only have so few people that kind of step back and ask the bigger question. Is this something that we should be watching? Is this something that we should be sharing? So that's my kind of 2 cents on it, you know. It was a fight. It was a brawl. It was some black people. It was some white people. At the end of the day, for me, is should we really be advocating for stuff like this? Like, is this really the type of stuff that makes us laugh and happy? And, you know, if one person fights, we all want to jump in. Is this where we are now? You know, this is kind of my 2 cents. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that was your 2 cents. I feel like you gave me a whole dollar. God damn. No. No, I mean, I feel you. I don't know. I think violence is is you know, it's weird to say this, but to some extent, it's almost a necessity as well. At least to the aspect of experience what it is to be human. You know, the moments of peace only happened because we went through the violent parts. You know,
Right.
and you know, this shit, man. You know, violence. I feel like.
We apologize for the interruption to the following broadcast. Please allow us to take this moment to introduce Ted. Ted seems to really want to be on camera, so let's help the lad a bit. Now let's get back to the show.
It should be the last thing you resort to.
Exactly.
I just like, I don't know.
I think another thing that adds on to it is I think we also have to learn how to practice a little bit of self-control.
Right, yeah.
Because adrenaline goes a long way. When we see something happening to someone, the first thing our instincts kind of kick in, right? So I could imagine, yes, in the video, one person was getting jumped, beat up, whatever the case may be, but it's like, I can understand that others' instinct to kick in was to kind of jump in and help, right? And then again, yeah, I think what they did was pretty, I mean, to an extent, you know, if you're getting beat up, it's not for you to take all the punches, you know, you gotta kind of punch back sometimes, but it's like, there's always a limit, there's a point on where you know things are escalating and then I have to like step away or calm down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, all because the stuff that happened was not a green light for it to turn out to a full-out brawl and that everyone needs to get jumped, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
it's like the point should have been like someone's getting, you know, hurt or whatever, pull them out of the situation and kind of help the brother out and, you know, and the end of the story. But I feel like it got way out of hand, and that's the problem. You have to practice more of self-control, which I would love to talk about. But what do you think?
Hey man, self-control is never easy to do.
Right.
From experience, and it's definitely something that once you practice it and you get it down, at least not in the most perfect sense, but in the most permanent sense, you'll definitely see a lot of good results.
Right.
That's what I think. But I think that's a really good way to like end that there.
But note that just for the viewers, remember, it's important to just be aware of your surroundings, have a lot of self-control. You never know who's out there, what's out there. So just be mindful of how to handle situations. We want to make sure that we make the most positive decisions and the most beneficial decisions that are going to help us kind of stay more united together. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do something that's going to make someone else hate me, and I don't want to hate no other human being, you know, because we're all humans and we're all trying to survive together, right? And for us to start leading to this mindset of discrimination and whether one race is better than another race is something that we have to execute out of our mind. We have to take it. We have to wipe it out of our memory. So.
That being said, simple math terms, don't be a dick. At least when you don't have to be. You know, there's gonna be moments of kindness, which you should do. I say kindness because kindness, in that sense, means to be fair in what you do and what you say. At least have some boundaries, you know, so people know that they can't take advantage of you. You know they can't, you know, all that stuff. So you know,
kill them with kindness.
Yeah,
kill them with kindness.
Quite literally. Yeah. What Selena Gomez? Right. Kill him. Just kill him. Kill him. That what a song, by the way. Wow. Like I didn't. You know. Wow. That makes me so inspired to make anything. Because like songs like that make me realize music isn't that hard of a thing to do. You know, right? Like there's little pieces of art that go viral. Like it could be a dot on a canvas, and then that gives you inspiration to be like, okay, so I could do the same thing because people would just buy it. You know?
Definitely.
I'm sorry, that was just a weird thought
thank you, viewers. Thank you for sticking around with us.
Yeah, but in that sense, I guess there's a version of a success, right?
Right.
So I think that's a great way to segue into what does success mean to you, and how does that definition evolve over time for you?
Success. What does it mean to me personally?
Yeah.
So if I take the word success and I kind of break it down in my mind, it's like little chunks. Success is, I feel like it's a way of winning. I feel like success is a way of obtaining. Getting. Success is being able to say that I did it. An achievement. Right. Yeah. Those are the first words that kind of I start to formulate when I hear the word of success. And I think it's a very beautiful thing when taken in the right context. Because of course, people can have a lot of success doing anything. People can have a lot of success doing the wrong thing. When I say the wrong thing, wrong could mean something else to someone else. But it's like everyone, when it comes to even the word wrong, everyone has their own definition of it, apparently. But for the word success, That's what it means to me so far.
That hasn't really changed much.
No, it hasn't really changed much. No.
It's really good. I think in my sense, I don't know. I think success is a very subjective term.
Right.
At least in me, I think objectively, the general consensus that we came up to is that it's a way of achieving your goals, right?
Right.
But I think for me, success is very specific. You know, it's when you achieve. It's when you, hey man, that's a great way to say it. No, that doesn't mean you guys are ugly. You guys are beautiful.
Yeah.
But I just want to. So I mean, they did look good. All right, that's it. Anyway, but yeah, I think for me, success is, in terms of my arts and craft, is just like, success is maybe releasing a song. You know, a success is like, you know, having one person listen to it. A success is having 2 people listen. You know, all that kind of stuff, right? So it's definitely a subjective idea, right? And I think that's completely fine. I think that's completely okay.
I think the beauty of his success is being able to do what you wanted to do. And it's like, don't take this as this moment to have a lot of pride and have so much, like, remember, stay humble. It's always best to be humble. It's always best to be humble. But
right.
use this area to really capitalize on. You did what you wanted to do, you know? And the fact that you succeeded, meaning that you obtained and that you reached that victory, that you can even do more. That there could be more success, that there could be more achievement. And I feel like that's what a lot of people want to do. You know, they want to reach different milestones in their life. They want to reach different success points in their life, right? And I feel like if we start thinking about that more in a positive sense, doing positive things, we learn so much from each other, you know. We learn so much from each other.
I do agree with that. I do think there's a little bit of a, and this is just me, but like, I feel like you can never always be positive, right? And I think that in being, there's such thing as
too positive, you mean?
Too positive, yeah. Too much positivity, and it never seems to work, at least the way I see it, right? Because I think it gets to a point where it's aggressive. You know, I think it gets to a point where it's like, hey, look, like, I'm not gonna lie, it gets, this word is going around, but toxic. It can get toxic. It can be toxic.
Right.
When you do such thing.
Right.
And quite frankly, it's
the older folk, they simply don't care. You know why? Because they've been there, done that. They have more years on them, and it's like, I love that attitude. I love that rawness. I love that realness. And it's like, wow, I want to be able to live that similar lifestyle where I don't have to live in fear of, what is this person going to say about me? Am I going to be the cool one in the group? Am I going to get all the attention? I don't care if I got the attention or not. I don't care if people think I'm cool or not. What's important is that I love what I'm doing, that I'm passionate about what I'm doing, and that I'm genuinely happy. You know what I'm saying? That I find myself in a happy place, in a wholesome space. And going back to what Red was saying earlier, that it doesn't feel toxic. Thank you, Red.
First off, that was some wise, interesting words that I want to tackle. But holy shit, what the hell? Look at that dog being pulled back. Damn. God damn, what the hell's going on? That's crazy.
Looks like the dogs love skateboarding, huh?
Get us out of that, man. Wow. God damn. Look at that owner. Anyway, I'm so sorry, folks. Yeah, I think that's super interesting. So, like, I don't know. I get what you're trying to say, living in fear. However, I do feel like as time progresses, I think the idea, and you brought up example as well on the train. You had said, you fucked with how YouTube was back then. You fucked with how YouTube was back then.
Oh, how YouTube was back in the day. Yeah, like the golden ages and the golden stages of YouTube, right? And it's like, wow, it was so real, because it's like no one was chasing the amount of views, the amount of likes, and the amount of comments. No one was really telling you to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification and that bell to receive, our updates. No one was telling you that, because no one cared. We wanted a space where we put our content and people could watch it, and it's like, this is some cool stuff. Right. Now, 2023, people are like, this is what's popping. This right here, this format is like, this is what's working. This is what's getting everyone's attention. And it's like, I feel like that has taken over a lot of content creators' minds and what they perceive and what they want their own goals to be. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, your video could reach 2 million, 3 million views. But at the end of the day, are you happy with where you are in life? I don't care how much money you make, honestly. The luxury lifestyle you might live or the humbling lifestyle you live. But the point is are you happy with the content that you're pushing out, the creativity that you're pushing out? And is it a comfortable space for you to be in, you know? I think that's just important for me being as a creative person. I think that's just very important for people who make YouTube videos, you know? Because if you ask some of the viewers, some of the wholesome videos that's ever been on the internet were older videos of YouTube. And it doesn't matter how awkward or weird or cringy they were, but it's like, you have to accept what the past was, and accepting it and learning from it, you learn that that's how it was back then. You can't have no shame. You can't have hate for it. You just have to love. It's all love.
I mean, I'll say this much. I mean, I get what you're saying, but don't you think we ought to also take into consideration that the beginning moments of YouTube, it was still pretty much a baby social media platform. Like, it was still at its young ages, right? There wasn't, you could watch a video.
It was innocent.
It was very innocent. It was
that's important. Take that to
very,
very
innocent in terms of policies and guidelines. I'd say that much. Yeah, shake your body like that. Okay, I believe you. No, yeah, but I think, yeah. So YouTube was very young at its point in time, in which they didn't mind people doing that kind of content back in the day. So there was definitely a point in time where there was a video like a SpongeBob doing Saw 2 kind of video. It was weird, but it was gruesome. It was a gruesome cartoon and all that stuff. Oh, what are you doing? But yeah. It was a young platform, you know, and I think as time progresses, so do the rules that it has, right? Because they want to control their platform a little bit. They want to relax it. They want to give it guidelines.
Ask you this question.
Ask me a question. I got an answer.
And check out this question. Hear me out. Listen.
Oh,
open your ears.
That question.
If you have ears, hear this. Why do you think we need rules?
Say it again?
Why do you think we need rules? Why do you think rules are necessary?
Because it helps keep us in check.
Correct. Why do you think YouTube needed to make rules?
God damn. Holy shit. Yo, it's them lantern flies, yo. I swear to God. Bro, that's the second time that's happened. I'm sorry. Holy shit. That motherfucker wanted to become a part of my sweater. Bro, it's a damn lantern fly. It's the lantern fly. Why is it there? It went here. It literally. It went. That makes no sense. It was on my hand when I was taking it out in the trash.
Yo.
All right, Jamie. Right away, sir. Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. We're cutting a check, by the way. I'm not gonna pay you for that. I don't like the attitude. Oh, what the Jamie, gotta love that guy. No, I'm kidding.
The YouTube community, the YouTube environment, whatever you want to call it. Something happened where someone's mind clicked and it's like, wow, we need more control over what's happening here.
Yeah.
We need to set guidelines. We need to set rules, and that's where we are at now, right? Which is not, it's not wrong, it's not bad, but it goes to show you how powerful and important rules and guidelines are, right? So now, there's some people that don't like to follow the rules, and for some reason they feel like that the rules don't matter. And I understand that. I feel like there's some times where I feel like, oh, certain rules don't matter, this, that, and the third. But it's like at the end of the day, I know rules have power. What do you think about rules in general? It doesn't even have to be YouTube guidelines.
I think rules are originally set in place because we understand the power within ourselves, right? The power to do good, power to do bad. We understand that. So in order to kind of check ourselves, we put these kind of rules in place. Now I do understand that rules in the long run are meant to be broken, right? But in breaking those rules, you're enforcing a new set of rules, right?
to make rules on top of those rules.
Exactly.
Because, like, let's say if someone finds a loophole, which apparently, from what I understand, what a loophole is, that they find a way to go around the rule.
Yeah.
If people find out that you did that, they're gonna have to make a new rules for whoever broke or found a way around that rule. So it's like, I think my personal opinion is just like there's a reason why we have these rules, and I think it's just best to like kind of follow them and honor them, right? Because like, Red, all because you could do. Let's say you have all the power in the world, right? But all because you have all the power in the world, does that mean to do anything and everything?
No.
Explain. Because
Does
that's
that
a good point. He made a good point, but I want you to elaborate.
So you asked me.
So, all because you have all the power in the world, does that mean that you do everything and anything?
Everything and anything?
Everything and everything.
No. Especially if it's harmful to others, no, I don't think. I believe that's like, I believe you shouldn't do that.
Right.
If it's unethical, if it's unmoral, just because you can do everything and anything doesn't mean you should. And I kind of want to bring it back to your main point, because and do you agree with that? Like just because like you can do anything and everything, like should you?
No, yeah, you shouldn't. Because you could do everything and anything doesn't mean you have to. For an example, I'm a very creative person. I love art.
Right.
I love painting. I love like this whole entire world of art, because you let your imagination let loose, and with great power comes great responsibility. So I'll tell you this.
Oh shit. You're gonna get copyright.
When you become a creator, you start to realize, man, I could do so many things.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, does that mean to do everything?
Yeah.
Does that mean to do everything? So me being a creator, all because I could draw and sketch, is that telling me to go off and paint? And all because I could paint, is that telling me to go off and edit these photos? And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think it's best. I'm not saying putting yourself in a box, but I'm saying honing in and focusing in on what you do best, or what your heart is telling you to do, and then become the best at it. Because I truly believe that if you become the best at what you want to do and whatever you're passionate for, you're gonna have a lot of stuff coming your way. All right, what do you think, Red?
I think. Well, I kind of wanna tackle your thinking a little bit. What about just because you can say anything and everything? Should you?
So for those who want to and have that mindset, feel free. But let's see where that's gonna get you.
Say it again.
Well, for those who want to think that way and have that mindset, you could. But let's just see where that's gonna get you.
Right, because
all right. I'm gonna tell you, I've been only a little bit down that path. What has that gotten me? Like me thinking, hey, I have this power. I could do anything and everything. So let's give it a shot. Overthinking.
Okay.
Thinking too much.
Yeah.
Stressed out. Worrying about things that I don't need to. Focusing on things that I don't need to. Having all these different types of skills and all that. And not worrying about what I can do or what I can focus on the best. And that led me down a road of being stressed out, upset, overthinking too much. And it's like, it's not a rainbow road. It's definitely not a rainbow road.
Yeah, because that belongs in Mario Kart. Yeah, so you said, okay, alright, so you said no one should say anything and everything, even though they can, doesn't mean they should, right? See what that gets you? Because of the rules, right?
Not because of the rules, but like, I feel like that's a part of common sense.
Okay, so if not because of the rules, because of common human decency.
Yeah.
Okay, so that being said, when we apply that to your logic of you digging people who are basically fearless in whatever they say, do you think it really makes sense to still believe in people who are older not giving a shit and really looking up to people that are older not giving a shit if you know yourself that it's common decency to basically be careful with what you say?
Right.
Does that, you see what I'm trying to get at here? Like, I'm kind of confused. Like, try to connect with me, because I'm seeing a little bit of a contradiction here.
Right. I think it's like a human thing.
Right.
It's like you said, this is literally not to put a cap on anyone, but let's say there's drama going on, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're in the middle of the street, there's a random drama going on. Is it up to me to capitalize on the drama? We all know words, you know. I mean, I'm assuming that everyone here that's on YouTube, read here, we know how to at least read, write to the best of our ability, you know.
Well,
because
I'm getting there.
Not everyone knows how to do it, realistically. But we know how powerful words are. We know how powerful feelings are. And it's like, it's that human connection. It's that human connection to say that, do we really want to curse someone out? Do we really want to have that feeling that we want to fight somebody? You know, it's these thoughts and feelings that go a long way.
No, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's fine. What is it? No, but yeah, I think I lost my train of thought. That's what I think. Fuck.
No problem. It happens. It happens. It's normal to lose your train of thought.
Especially
It's
when
just
you're
about getting it back and focusing.
How about we just move on to the next fucking question, man? Oh, what's a cultural or societal norm that you've questioned or challenged? What?
I question social norm itself.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
what I mean
yeah.
by that, it's like, to me, what normal is the natural world. When I look at the trees, when I look at the dogs, when I look at the water, when I look at the sun, when I look at the sky, when I look at the clouds, that's when I start to realize reality. That's when I start to realize that I exist, that I'm here,
Okay.
that I'm looking at my hands, that I have fingernails, right? That's what societal norm means for me. You know what I'm saying?
You would say quite literally, societal norms is what you've challenged. The idea of having a set of normal, like, rules to go by, like unspoken normal rules.
Social norms. That's
Yeah.
what I question. Like people are using that
So
phrase
again-
right now. People are using social norms. Social norms. What the heck does that mean to you? What does that very word mean? What is the meaning of social norm? Me, what I think is normal is that tree over there, that grass over there, them flowers. You know, Red. I feel like he's normal. I feel like Red is normal. He has his eyes. He
I
has his
think
nose in the right places.
the
So it's
idea
like,
of social norms is the idea of using a general consensus to help mitigate things.
to make them normal,
Yeah, to make them seem normal, right? Just to make them seem
and that's the problem.
okay and all that stuff. And but I will say it's a little weird the way you explained it because you did. I see what you were going for, but you did use literal sense of normal. Of
No,
normality.
that's what normal is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but societal norm is ideas and concepts rather than.
And I think that's the problem. That's
Yeah,
that's what I want
Okay,
to
so-
challenge.
yeah, because it becomes like becomes a little weird to mitigate within those concepts and ideas. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right. That's
Because
fair,
it's
yeah,
like we all understand what normal is because we live in a normal world. But we start to lose focus of what normal is when we start to introduce abnormal concepts. So it's like trying to call a dog a cat is going to be weird because a dog is not a cat. You know what I'm saying?
That is
And then
totally
trying to think that the dog is a cat is going to be very hard, very confusing, and it's going to leave you with a headache. So I think a lot of me, personally, this is my opinion, I think what normal means to me is what I see in front of me, with the world around me, the natural state of the world, you know?
I hope he busts his ass. I hope he yo. I was hoping, bro. Oh, you deserve that, Jamie. No, thank you. No. I'm not paying you that much to do, Jamie. God damn it. Oh my God, this guy, yellow, bro, yellow. Anyway, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I think that's a really interesting way to put it. I mean, the idea of being normal, like, I mean, of course, there's no normal, right? But I think the idea of having normal in our world is, I think, it's just another way of saying it's okay.
You want to accommodate it to what they see fit, because like I'm saying, we're presently living in a society where people want to mold what their ideas and what their imaginations are into what normal is. And is that a good thing, a bad thing? It's not my place to really pick an answer. If you want my answer, my personal opinion, I mean, I'd say no. You know, there's so many, there's many creative things that I get, but I know what reality is. You know what I'm saying? For an example, sometimes I wish I could manifest a lion.
Oh shit.
Sometimes I wish I could manifest a zebra or some type of animal in the plane of existence out of nowhere. Just spawn. I wish I could do that,
Sure.
but can I do that? No, I legit want to do that, but can I do that? That's the actual question. So it's like we have to understand what our limits are and how far we can go, because that's what reality is. There's limits on reality, and if we don't start accepting that, we're gonna be. People want to live in a world where it's GTA 5. People want to live GTA 5.
Anarchy.
Do whatever you want, get away with whatever you want, and whatever you want to do, you know, it's okay. It's perfectly fine, you know, as long as it doesn't hurt someone else. That's
probably one of definitely.
That's the cherry on top.
Yeah.
That's the cherry on top. That's the whipped cream, the cherry and sprinkles on top. So as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about people going with their own sense of reality while not going against?
Definitely feel free.
Oh,
this guy has a
list
of questions to ask.
What's going on? This is great. You got like a 10 times.
Nice to meet you.
Baby. Oh, no, please go ahead. This is great.
What is your name?
My name is Blue.
Blue, Jimmy Lee, and how you doing?
I'm Red.
So we're doing a fanfare. Thanks. No, I want. Come on in.
So much.
So what podcast are we doing?
We're kind of starting off right now, but
and what are you guys talking about?
I mean, we're kind of just talking about some deep stuff, simple math terms. Don't be a dick, at least when you don't have to be. Kind of basically like questioning everything.
What do you think the world is? The state of the condition of the world?
I think we're in a very creative space. You know?
So I want to ask you a serious question. Do you think if the Egyptian people parked their camels illegally in New York, we should let the air out of their humps?
What a question. What a
What
question.
do you think?
I think it'll release some tension.
If you feel Japanese with large breasts, we could ask them if they have big Tanakas. Or would that be wrong to do?
I think it'll be right.
Do you know the difference between a Jew and a canoe?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Canoe's tip.
I mean, hey, you tell me, man. You seem like you know a lot about the subject.
I had 3 ladies
3 ladies.
pounding at my bedroom door. Ask me what I did.
What do you do?
I let them out.
Why you let them out?
They pissed off at him. His nickname's Dr. Long John.
Long John. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You don't know about
The
that?
third leg.
It's a kickstand.
The kickstand.
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 You know the difference between Jews and Italians?
What's the difference?
When you're in high school.
I love this.
All right, I got my last one for you. I gotta go.
All right, what's up?
I got a wife. Okay, she's fighting with me. You know why? She don't like my girlfriend. So I asked your friend, what do you do?
What do
He
you
said,
think?
get another girlfriend. When I found out my wife's faking orgasm, you know how I found out? He told me.
God damn. Oh my
I
God.
got places.
Come on. Don't go, Jimmy. Come on.
Jimmy Lee, the jerk.
Don't go, Jimmy. Come on. What are you doing? No, come on. There you go. Seriously. Oh, hey. The last one I talked to gave me a refrigerator. Ridiculous.